This conference will now be recorded.
So last class we were talking about this customer master creation, and we checked out like what all information you need to maintain under general data as well as company code data. These are the two things what we have discussed. And in today's class, we try to finish off creating a customer record by maintaining all the information related to sales data. So let me try to create once again our customer record. Okay, so to create a customer, we are using a transaction code X01, and this how the initial screen is going to be looking. So first thing, we need to select our account group. So this is our account group, and there's a allocated number ranges. And you can see this number range has been activated as internal. So in case if it is activated as external, this checkbox should be getting triggered up. So using which account group you want to create a customer, maintain that account group information, and try to capture the organizational units. No need to maintain any customer number. System will display a number for the customer record we are going to be creating it. So here I'm trying to maintain a company code. Along with that, sales area information. So we have created our company code on the name of SAIN. Sales log was YSAM. Distribution channel, I'm trying to classify it as an M6 customers, followed by distribution division. I'm creating a customer to whom we are going to be selling TV products, Y4 division. So these are the values what I'm trying to maintain for creating a customer
इंटरनेट आ रहा
record over here. So maintain all these values over here. Try to click on continue. And there's a general data tab. So under general data, we try to basically capture the address of the customer. So here I'm just trying to maintain some values over here. But in real time, all these values are going to be maintained by our end user. They are going to be responsible for this. So here at the moment, maintaining these values, and we are trying to maintain the values in the fields. So each and every thing you see over here, we are going to be representing it as a field. And once you maintain the address, you can click on this preview option, like what is the format in which address of the customer is going to be getting printed. You can have a look of it. And then we are trying to basically get into unloading points where we try to capture where exactly the stock need to be unloaded at the customer location along with the factory calendar. Okay. And if you get into contact person, who is going to be the point of contact, we are trying to maintain that information as well. At XYZ company, who is going to be the point of contact. So all these values we are trying to maintain under general data. So we are getting into address tab, maintaining the address. Under unloading point, we maintain where exactly the stock need to be unloaded and contact person details. And then if you click on this company code data, we try to maintain the reconciliation account information over here. And I will explain like what is the significance of it. So this is basically to post customer transactions to the finance department. For that, we required a reconciliation account values need to be updated up. Now maintain this information and try to click on the sales area data. So under the sales area data, you can see there are 4 tabs: sales, shipping, billing, partner function. So what all information is required for order, delivery, billing, all that values are going to be captured over here. And if you basically open this partner functions, so all our 4 partner functions need to be getting displayed. So who is going to be acting as a sold to party, ship to party, bill to party, pay up? You can see all that 4 partner functions getting displayed up. And customer number is coming as internal, means system is going to generate a number for the customer record we are going to be creating it. System will generate a number for the customer record. We are going to be creating it. So please check out this one. Now starting with sales tab, and you can see first thing itself, like whatever values you maintain in sales tab is going to be with reference to order creation. It's going to be with reference to order creation. Now, there are a lot of fields over here. We are not going to be maintaining the values in all the fields. So whatever fields we required, only for those fields, we are going to be maintaining the information over here. Where first field, we call it as a sales district. So from which district you're going to be selling the product, we need to maintain that information. Okay. And as of now, in our total enterprise structure configuration, we have not discussed how to create a sales district. We have just created our sales office and the sales group. We have not created anything by the name sales district. So in case if you want to create your own sales district, you can use a transaction code OVR0 to create a sales district. Create sales district, you can use a transaction code OVR0. It's going to be the T code. I'm just trying to create one. So just use OVR0. So this how the screen is going to be looking. Okay. And always the code for district is going to be maximum of 6 letters. Alphanumerical is going to be accepted up over here. Now to create our district, try to take the help of new entries. So whatever naming convention you want to maintain it, you can. So at the name I'm trying to maintain it as Hyderabad over here. Click on enter and done. Try to save it. Try to save this one. Done. Now once you have created your district, just get back to our customer record, click on this match code icon and check in all these entries our entry has been updated up or not. So if you just come down, you can see. So our entry has been updated. So I'm going to be using this particular entry. So this is the district from which I'm going to be selling the product. I'm maintaining that district information. And in that particular district, from which sales office you're going to be selling it, we need to maintain that sales office information. We have assigned our sales office to what? To our sales area. We have assigned sales office to sales area. So for this particular sales area, we have assigned our sales office. So if you click on F4, so what all sales office has been assigned, it's getting displayed. So I'm just trying to pick one of the sales office over here. So let's say I'm trying to pick this Begumpet location. There's a sales office from which I'm going to be selling the products to my customer. And in that particular sales office, which group is going to be responsible? So we have assigned some groups to our sales office as well. We have two groups, one on the name of customer service, second one on the name of sales. So I'm just trying to pick up sales over here. There's a group which will be responsible for selling the products. So I'm maintaining that particular group over here. So this is how it works out. So once you create your enterprise structure, this is the place where you're going to be updating it, the values. And then we need to maintain customer group. Now, what is the use of it? In case if you want to offer discount only for a particular group of customers, then we take the help of this particular field. This is basically used to offer discount only for a particular group of customer. Now, when you go for a shopping, you will be seeing some promotions going on. So if you're a student, you get 20% off. If you're an IT employee, you get 15% off. That means the company is trying to target only for a particular group of customers. So in case if you want to offer the discount only for a particular group, then we can take this one as one of the criteria. So right now, we have a lot of entries maintained up over here. I'm trying to select 02 trading company. So whenever company announces, so for all trading customers, I'm going to be offering 10% discount. That means this customer is going to be liable for that. This customer is going to be liable for that. So I'm trying to maintain that customer group. Okay. This ABC class, we can skip up this one. This is basically used for statistics purpose, like how much turnover you get from a particular customer. So on what basis you're going to be classifying it? Based on turnover. It's not based on some other criteria. Based on turnover, we try to classify the customer as an A class, B class, or a C class. So this is basically used for statistics purpose, which I'm not interested in it. I'm trying to skip this particular field. Then currency, and you can see by default currency has been copied as INR because we maintain this currency where in our company code. So by default, company code currency is going to be getting copied up. In case if your customer is in foreign abroad, then you need to capture that customer currency information over here. You need to manually overwrite this one. You need to manually overwrite this one. So at the moment, I'm just trying to leave it because our customer is a domestic customer. So I'm just trying to maintain as it is, no changes. And whatever fields you see on the right hand side, ignore all these particular fields. At the moment, we are not going to be concentrating. Later, when we required, we activate it. Not at the moment. So maintain these values. And if you just come down, you can see a pricing tab. Under this pricing tab, we have a field by the name customer pricing procedure. This is the field we need to work it out. And this is going to be one of the most important field in our customer master, customer pricing procedure. This is one of the most important field, customer pricing procedure. Now, where you are going to be using this one? What is the significance of it? This is used as a parameter. Used as a parameter for pricing procedure determination. Now, where you are going to be using this one? In later classes, when we try to record the transaction, we come to know this field functionality. I'm just trying to highlight in red. It's an important one. And always make sure you're going to be maintaining this particular field by a value called as 1. Standard. Standard customer pricing procedure is going to be maintained up. It need to be maintained as 1 by default. Okay. So always when you try to create a customer record, make sure you're going to be maintaining this customer pricing procedure by a value 1. Standard pricing is going to be applicable for this particular customer. Rest of the fields, ignore it. Why? When we talk about pricing concept, we are going to be coming back and we are going to be activating it. So at the moment, these are the fields what we need to maintain under sales tab. Sales district, sales office, sales group, customer currency, customer pricing procedure. These are the values what you need to update it. And once you click on enter, okay, get into the second selected view, which is going to be shipping tab. Now get into the shipping tab, and whatever values you maintain over here is going to be with reference to delivery creation. It's going to be with reference to delivery creation. Okay. So here we are trying to capture the information related to shipped party, the one who will be receiving the stock from the company. We're trying to update the information related to our shipped party. Now, what all values? Well, first field we have delivery priority over here. Delivery priority. Now, what you mean by this particular field, delivery priority? How do you classify your customer as a high priority customer or a medium priority customer or a low priority customer? High priority or a medium priority or a low priority customer over here. Now, why we required it need to be maintained? For what reason? Now for this, I'm just trying to take up one scenario and try to explain you. Like for example, inventory management. In inventory, we have certain stock maintained. Like let's say for this is our product. for this particular product, we have around 1000 quantity available in the inventory. 1000 stock is available. So where I can use it for sales. Now we have two different customers over here. So one on the customer A, second one customer B. I have two different customer, one on the name of customer A, one on the name of customer B. So customer A, I'm trying to call him as an low priority customer because I'm not going to be getting frequently orders from this guy. So I'm calling it as a low priority. Customer B, I'm trying to call it as a high priority customer because frequently I'm going to be receiving an order from customer B. So what happens, like from this customer A, I'm receiving an orders for this particular material X, and he's trying to place an order for 600 quantity over here. Okay. Now once this customer has placed an order, what we do, we need to provide a delivery date. We need to provide a delivery date. And let's say this particular order delivery got confirmed after 4 days. On 8th, delivery got confirmed up over here. Let's say on 8th. Okay, this is fine. Now what is the open quantity? Open quantity is going to be around 400. That means I can accept an order only up to 400, not more than that, because we don't have more stock. Now the customer B, whom we call it as a high priority customer, is trying to place an order. He is also trying to place an order for same product, but this time he's trying to place an order for 1000 quantity. For this particular customer also, we need to provide a delivery date. And right now you can see we don't have sufficient stock in the inventory. We have only 400 stock. And it will be taking some time for me to manufacture it. Let's say for manufacturing the stock, it will be taking around 2 days. Around 2 days. But is a high priority customer, so I need to make sure his order is going to be fulfilled. So in that case, what I do, I try to cancel the stock which has been reserved for this particular customer and issue it to customer B. I'm going to be canceling the stock which has been reserved for customer A and issue it to customer B. Now, when I'm going to be canceling the stock, if I have sufficient time to manufacture it and deliver the stock by 8th, or get the stock from other location and deliver it to the customer by 8th, then only I'm going to be canceling the stock and issue it to customer B. So this concept is what we call it as back order processing. So in case if you want to work out with this back order processing, then we try to work out with this delivery priority over here. If you want to work out with this back order processing, we are going to be working with delivery priority. So for each and every shipped party, you need to specify a delivery priority, whether it's going to be acting as a high priority, medium priority, or a low priority. Okay, so that's what we are trying to use this particular field, delivery priority. So here I'm just trying to maintain it as let's say 01. I'm trying to call him as a high priority customer. So whenever I receive an order from this customer, immediately I need to make sure stock is arranged and high priority. And followed by second field, which is going to be shipping conditions. Now the shipping conditions is nothing but how do you ship the products to the customer. Whether it's going to be standard delivery process or it is going to be ASAP, as soon as possible you're going to be delivering the stock, or customer is going to be coming to the company to pick the stock, or it's an immediate delivery. There are a lot of shipping conditions maintained. We can use this one as a parameter. Okay, so at the moment I'm trying to maintain it as ASAP. As soon as possible we are going to be delivering the stock. Now the shipping conditions also will be playing a big role in our coming classes. Shipping conditions. This is just like a parameter used. Parameter used for shipping point determination. Parameter used for shipping point determination. Now, where do you use the shipping point determination and the stuff? Later classes, not at the moment. I'm just trying to explain the significance of maintenance of this particular field. So how do you ship the products? And then we have this particular field, delivering plan. From which plan you're going to be delivering the stock. From which plan we are going to be delivering the stock. So we have assigned our plan to what? For the combination of sales stock and distribution channel, which we call it as a sales line. So try to select the plant. So this is the plant from which I'm going to be issuing the stock. So maintain that plant information over here. And we have one more field by the name relevant for POD. Now this POD stands for proof of delivery. POD stands for proof of delivery. So whenever company delivers stock to the customer, we need to get an acknowledgement saying that stock has been received. So normally you will be seeing courier guys will be taking a sign off saying that product has been delivered to the customer. So that is the same concept we use it over here. POD, proof of delivery. So by what time frame you need to get the confirmation from the customer, you can maintain that time frame information. It's going to be accepting calendar days. Let's say if you maintain it as 2 days, before 2 days you can't do the billing. After 2 days only, system will give you the access to create a billing document. So in case if you get a confirmation from the customer before 2 days, then only you can do the billing. So you can maintain the time frame. What would be the time frame for receiving the acknowledgement from the customer saying that product has been received? Now this one is going to be playing a big role in our transportation management, TM module. Okay. So right now I'm not trying to activate it. Leave it as blank. And we have this particular field, order combination. Now what is the use of this order combination over here? Now this order combination is nothing but combine multiple orders. Combine multiple orders. Combine multiple orders into single delivery. Combine multiple orders into single delivery. Okay. So if you want to combine multiple orders into single delivery, then we try to work it out. Okay. So combine multiple orders into single delivery over here. Now what you mean by this? Now this is going to be simple. Okay. Now see, so here we have two customers, customer A and customer B. We have two different customers. Sorry, same customer. Initially, this customer A is trying to place an order. It's trying to place an order for material X, and it's trying to place an order for 100 quantity. And for this order, we are going to be getting a delivery date. Let's say it's trying to put a delivery date. Company is saying that if you place an order today, by 5th, the stock is going to be delivered to him. By 5th, stock will be delivered to him. Now, same customer is trying to place order for another material, which is going to be material Y. And is trying to place an order for 200 quantity over here. And for this, delivery date is in the future. Delivery date is in the future. So let's say it's on 9th. Now what is happening? This customer need to pay shipping charges for this delivery, shipping charges for this delivery. Right? Now customer is putting a request to the company saying that instead of delivering this particular order on 5th, he want product need to be delivered on 9th. We need to get a request from the customer. Then only you are going to be combining both these orders into single delivery. We are going to be clubbing both this order into single delivery, and this delivery is going to be done on 9th over here. And this delivery is going to be done on 9th. Okay, this delivery will be done on 9th. So unless you get a confirmation from the customer, you're not going to be clubbing it. You need to get a request from the customer saying that this order need to be clubbed. And when you're trying to combine, like what all parameters need to be common in both the orders. For both the orders, you need to have same ship to party. For both the orders, you need to have same ship to party. For both the orders, you need to have same route information. For both the orders, you need to have same delivery address. Address is different? No, we can't do it. For both orders, you need to have same delivering plant, from which plant you are going to be delivering the stock. From both the orders, you need to have same shipping point, from where stock need to be dispatched. If all these parameters are met, then only we can club these orders into single delivery. Otherwise, we can't do that. You need to get a request from the customer saying that to club these orders into single delivery only if these parameters are met. Otherwise, for this order, we deliver the stock on 5th. For this order, we deliver the stock on 9th. We are not going to be clubbing it. Okay. And by default, this particular field is going to be activated. So in case if you want to inactivate it, you can do that. Order combination. Okay. So I'm just trying to maintain this one. And if you just come down, partial delivery is the next tab. Now, when we do partial delivery, when we don't have sufficient stock in the inventory, we do the delivery partially. Partial delivery is the concept for that. Partial delivery. Now, how this partial delivery is going to be working. In inventory for a particular product, let's say we have material X. For this, we have 1000 stock available. Have 1000 stock available. Now, customer is trying to place an order. So whenever customer is trying to place an order, let's say he's trying to place an order for 4000 stock. Right now, you can see we don't have sufficient stock available in the inventory. We don't have sufficient stock available in the inventory. So at the moment, what I can do for this order, I'm going to be performing delivery number 1 on 4th, saying that I'm going to be delivering 1000 units today. Now, after 2 days, let's say there is going to be some 2000 stock which is going to be getting updated up. Maybe from the production team, or stock is getting transferred from different location. After 2 days, another 2000 quantity is getting updated. So for same order, I'm going to be performing second delivery. Let's say on 6th, I'm going to be doing this. But I'm going to be delivering another 2000 quantity over here. I'm going to be delivering another 2000 quantity. Okay. And let's say after that, another 1000 quantity has been updated. So I'm going to be performing a third delivery on 8th. And see for one order, how many times we have trying to perform delivery? 3 times. Like this, how many times system will give you the access to perform partial delivery? 9 times. So in case if you don't have sufficient stock in the inventory, how many times we can do partial delivery? 9 times, because this particular field is going to be accepting single digit. And single digit big number is 9. So we are trying to maintain it. In case if customer is saying that he will be not accepting 9 times, he will be accepting the stock only for 4 times. So change it to 4. This is how it works out. Maximum number of partial deliveries. Just try to maintain this one. So these are the fields what you need to maintain under shipping tab. Delivery priority, shipping conditions, plant, POD check, order combination, number of partial deliveries which can be performed up. Click on enter and try to get into the next tab, which is going to be the billing tab. Now under this billing, this particular tab, we are going to be leaving it as blank. We are not working it out. Later we can get into it. So here we have this particular tab, delivery and payment terms. delivery and payment terms over here. But first field we call it as Incoterms. Now what does Incoterms stands for and where do you use this one? This is used in transportation module. In transportation module, where this INCO stands for International Commercial Terms. And this is basically used for calculating shipping charges. So based on mode of transportation, you are going to be using it. It's going to be getting calculated. There are going to be different conditions maintained up over here. Just trying to take up a basic condition saying that we are going to be collecting shipping charges. So try to maintain Incoterms as CFR, cost and freight, and second is nothing but place. Part 1, part 2. Part 1 is the condition, part 2 is the place. Just try to activate it. When required, we can use this one. And followed by terms of payment. So how customer has agreed to do the payment. Whether it is going to be one-time payment or installments, or we are going to be getting any kind of cash discount, number of payment terms are defined. You can select that one. In case if these payment terms are not fulfilling the client requirement, you can sit with an FI guy and create all these payment terms as well. You can create all these payment terms as well. You can create all these payment terms as well over here. Okay, so I'm just trying to maintain one of the payment terms. If a customer does the payment within 14 days, 3% cash discount, 30 days, 1% cash discount, 60 days, nothing. Okay, so a lot of payment terms are predefined up over here. You can select any one of them. So I'm just trying to maintain it. So I'm just trying to maintain it as 0004. It's one of the payment term. And then followed by, we have a field by the name credit control area. We have a field by the name credit control area. Okay, so we need to maintain this credit control area, and we have assigned it to what? To our sales area. So there's a credit control area which we are going to be using it for fixing up the credit limits. So I'm trying to maintain it. Okay, so I'm maintaining this credit control area over here. There's a credit control area which try to fix up the credit limits. In case if company is trying to offer the goods on credit, there's a credit control area who will be doing it. And we have this payment guarantee procedure. We're not using this one. It's going to be used only in GTS module. Global Trade Services, foreign trade. What is the payment guarantees we are going to be getting it when you do imports and exports? And we have this particular field, account assignment group. So what type of revenue you make by selling the product, whether it need to be classified under domestic revenues or foreign revenues. These are the only two standards. So right now our customer is local, company is local, domestic revenues. This is basically used for accounts updation. So I maintain it as domestic revenues over here. And these are all going to be the tax conditions, whether your customer is going to be liable for taxes or not. So 100%, whenever we sell a product, we need to collect the tax amount from the customer. I'm trying to maintain it liable for tax. If you maintain 0, we don't collect any kind of tax amount from this customer. If you maintain it as 1, we try to collect tax amount from this customer. So it's going to be liable for taxes. We are going to be collecting tax amount. So maintain all these particular fields over here. And then if you get into partner functions, as I mentioned, all 4 partner functions are going to be getting displayed: sold to party, shipped to party, billed to party, and payer. Against that, a number. Number is coming as internal. Internal means internal number range. So system will generate a number. Now, once you maintain all this information, make sure you try to save this particular record. Save it. And system will generate a number for the customer record what we have created. There's a record customer record 214. Okay, that's what you need to observe it over here. This is what you need to observe it. There's going to be the customer number. And if you want to do any kind of changes to this record, you can simply get into change mode. Exit 02, get into change mode and do what all changes you want to perform it. Do what all changes you want to perform it. All fields are going to be in editable mode in all the tables. And Exit 03 transaction code for display mode. All values are going to be in the display mode. So if you want to do any kind of changes to any particular field, not possible. Okay. So this is how you try to go for creating a customer by maintaining all the values in the respective fields. Now in next class, I'm going to be showing you how to go for basically extending the customer. How to extend the customer. There's going to be one concept we are going to be discussing it. So what is going to be the functionality of an account group? And third one, how to see list of customers, a report. These three concepts we are going to be discussing it. And then we try to work out with the second master data, which is going to be a material master. So your task is now do all the prerequisite required for creating a customer record and create a customer by maintaining the values in all the three tables, KNA1, KNB1, and KNVB. So please try to remember what all fields we are trying to maintain in each and every table, because each field got its own functionality and you need to know the significance for that. Okay. So let me stop it. We try to meet up in our next class, which is on Monday, and we try to continue this one.